No, your stream's no longer blocked. Oh. God damn it.
No. All right, so the stream is back up. Oh, did I delete the picture? Yeah, I did. Cancel.
Oh, no, there it is.
Oh, it's so lame.
That is lame.
Like, I'm not even playing it. I am playing it, but like... Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, that's so frustrating. Just goes to show YouTube hates the little guy.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, what's up?
Oh, yeah.
Right here on the floor.
Oh. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome.
They really blocked the stream. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's so dumb. All right. Well,
Oh,
we're here. Yeah, we've been live.
Oh. Part 2.
Oh, that's frustrating. That's so dumb.
That is dumb.
What the fuck were we talking about now?
The Last of Us.
I know, but what, bro?
No, we were. I think we were talking about how like my dad will watch Last of Us, but he won't play Last of Us.
Streams are interrupted when copyrighted content is detected. After copyright material is no longer being streamed, streams are automatically re-enabled. It takes like a while though. Like we're just sitting there with our fingers in our mouths. All right, well, we'll remember that for next time. You know, we're still learning. We're still trying to figure things out, I guess. But it's just lame that we have two of the exact same streams.
Sucks.
Let me just quickly see what we were talking about, because I genuinely now have like lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
wrong one.
Mom spaghetti. One of the best, not the best. One of the best. Yeah. No. Like it just captured. But might miss something.
Damn it. I think we're talking about I think we're saying like the show was silly, goofy, funny.
A riot. It's very uplifting.
I ain't talking about where the fuck post shit because I don't know where. I had like a self promo thing and I deleted it for some reason. So I think my sales just like blew out from that. Like I'm not even kidding.
You're just
Let's see. We can do this. We can get back into it.
Okay, let's get into why your dad will watch The Last of Us show but not play the game.
No, we already talked about it though.
Oh yeah.
I guess. Oh, you're talking about the acting. The acting was really good.
Right, yeah. No, the acting's all great. Everyone pretty much embodies their characters.
I want to see more from Pedro Pascal though.
Yeah.
I want to see him truly get into, because we kind of saw it.
Less, because Joel, as we know, is a very quiet, stoic character, especially in the beginning. So it'll be interesting how he this is actually a very interesting role for an actor because you really have to.
Well, it's the same thing as
dialogue
his
can't save you.
Same thing as his Mandalorian character. Like he
so
had no face to play as.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Damn, they did my boy dirty. They didn't do Game of Thrones. He said the Mandalorian, and he's been in Wonder Woman 1984.
That is kind of dirty, actually. So she's the OG voice actor.
Oh, is she? Oh, I didn't know that. She kind of. I was about to say she looks remarkably similar to.
Yeah, she's the OG.
Wow.
She's the OG actor.
And they're also bringing Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson in it as different characters. I don't know who, but.
Well, yeah, because neither of them look like their character.
Yeah. Troy Baker looks like a god.
Exactly. Gabriel Luna was in True Detective, which is cool. Have you ever seen True Detective?
Yes, I have. Just the first season, though.
Great show. You should watch the second one.
Is that the one with Vince Vaughn?
Not the second season. The third season.
Yeah, the one with
third season
with Blade.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
I'm kind of from the writers and executive producers of Chernobyl. I wouldn't think to pick those guys to make a Last of Us. I mean, visually, it's kind of similar looking, but
even in the
Chernobyl, a historical dramatization, and then we like Last of Us.
Well, Neil Druckmann is credited as a writer for the show.
For Chernobyl?
For this.
Oh, yeah. And a producer of some sort, I believe.
The producer title is just to make money.
Yeah, 100%. If you see executive producer, that basically means nothing. But I also kind of they add story beats. I won't say specific ones, but they add a lot to this that wasn't there in the game. With a certain character, they are in the game for 15 minutes or whatever, whereas in this one they get a longer extended period of time, and it really fleshes out their character. So which I did appreciate. I didn't appreciate the very beginning. I feel like it's the case of, well, if we don't explain it to our stupid dumb audience, then they won't you know what I mean? With, I'll basically just say the virus, in the game, it's just kind of heard a news clip or news articles and stuff like that, and you kind of get fungus, turn people into zombies. Got it.
Yeah.
Whereas with an interview from the 1960s,
they literally do an interview.
They're literally
in the 60s.
they do the what I like to call the sinister syndrome, where like oh the Yaba, I think his name is Yababaga or something like that, and the sinister comes from an ancient deity who has been known as the boogeyman, and like they over explain your monster and then your monster's not scary anymore. This is how I feel toward that. Like the great thing about The Last of Us is like in one point in the game a character points out like is the soul still in there? You know what I mean? Because it's a science fungus. It's not the living dead or whatever. It's like, is that person still in there, like mentally? And this fungus is just taking over its brain. So like, and it's like, oh, that's a complex issue. Whereas this one's like, fungi brain.
Yeah.
It's like, like I have a huge issue with that opening one because I think
it was so. I actually didn't like it. I didn't like it a lot.
Like look at how Logan betrayed. Lame. Like, you know how Logan, they're in the car, right? And then like they don't say what happens to the other X-Men for the whole movie. You're never explicitly told until they get in the car, and then on the radio it's like, oh, this is the 25th anniversary since all the X-Men died to the psychic blast, and Logan turns it off, looks at Professor X. That's all you get. We know immediately what happened. We don't need to like, so here is the X-Men all dying, and oh my god, this is incredible. Like, you know, it's like,
so what caused the X-Men to disappear?
People like to say show, don't tell, but there's a way to do both. You can show like character reactions and stuff like that, and still tell what happens.
That's just show.
That is show, but not Logan, in a obnoxious.
The Logan is like such a good way of showing.
Yeah.
Rather than telling, because like we don't.
You get one line, bam, done. Yeah. Like that's all you needed for this, but it's a whole like, debate thing, and people like this scene online. If you haven't played the game, I can see why. They're like, oh, it makes it more terrifying. For me, the less you know about the monsters, the better.
You want to know why it makes it more terrifying? Because of the pandemic.
Right. I think that's what a lot of people are borrowing from it. And I think that's why they included that scene. It's like, oh, we saw this during the whole entire time and did nothing about it. Like, that's obviously what they're going for.
Do you think it's funny
that's the only heavy-handed kind of message like that, because it's so obvious that it is that. Everything else, I mean, the show's still going on. I haven't really picked up on anything else kind of like that, but yeah, that opening scene I was not a fan of.
Do you find it funny that the story takes place in 2023?
Yeah, where the original 2013, right?
Takes place in the year that the game takes. The game
so
came
2013,
out.
Yeah.
So then it's 20 years later, so it's like 2033. Mm-hmm. Like it takes place it feels like a long time later.
Yeah.
But like this show is just like, hey, we're literally right now.
Yeah.
Like we're right here in 2023. I was saying it as a joke because there's a scene where Ellie's looking at books, like a book with a bunch of like Billboard Top 100 artists.
Yeah.
And like my girlfriend was in the room, and my brother was obviously watching with me, and we were all just like, "Damn, they never got to." I was like, "They were like, damn, I never got to experience Drake." And I said, "Damn, they never got to experience Kanye."
Yeah. So, well, that one might.
And my girlfriend was like, "I don't know if that's a bad thing." I was like, "I don't know. You have some good thoughts."
Damn, they didn't even get the Dark Knight then. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. They didn't get a lot of stuff.
They didn't even get the MCU, really.
They just had George Bush.
Oh, never mind. It's a better world, actually.
Yeah, I'd rather be in a zombie apocalypse than deal with.
I'm like the main protagonist in Psalm 100. I'm like,
oh my god, I could finally go to the beach.
Yeah. Okay, but I feel like we've been beating around the bush a little bit. Generally, what are your thoughts on this show? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What are your thoughts?
I mean, as a show, obviously, I gotta wait for more episodes to come out.
But going on first episode.
So far, I like it.
I like it too. Surprisingly, I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much, but I really do like it.
I think it's just the fact that like I see like my brother who like I've told like should play the game. I have it for free on PlayStation, and he's just like liking it. Like for him to actually want to enjoy it. Yeah. It's like, yes, finally he can experience something that I have been begging him to experience.
Yeah.
As a viewer myself, though, I think is good. I think one of my biggest gripes is how Joel and Ellie meet. It is similar to how they meet in the game, but it's not 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Which I don't like.
Well, I feel like you should be allowed to make like changes and stuff, like small changes. I know.
Like they killed,
because if it's just a 1-to-1, then we're basically watching an anime. It's like I don't want to watch something 1-to-1. Like if you have a unique perspective of it, go for it. Some of the greatest films of all time, The Godfather. Is it anything like the book? And for a good cause, because the book is not nearly as good as the movie. I thought it was funny
they just literally ripped the scene of them running like on the highway.
Yeah.
From the game, like it's literally 1-to-1.
I do like the when Joel and his brother Tommy are driving. It's the same kind of shot as in the game.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like it's literally the whole. Like they quite literally ripped.
Damn! Did I just mansplain you? That's crazy.
Yeah, they literally just like. They took the like Neil
Maybe
Druckmann's
make a right on the first right. Yeah.
Neil Druckmann's literally like, yeah, hey man, here's the storyboards for this scene.
Yeah, we literally have them all saved up.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it. Take as many as you want. Like, you're gonna see a lot of that probably in the show.
I think I prefer my adaptations to be of something like League of Legends. What's the story of League of Legends? There's nothing really there. But if you look in the lore and animate that, then it's like, oh, there's something there. Whereas Last of Us already has a solid storyline. But I'm more so excited to watch it with my girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's more enjoyable as fans because we see
now
people
she
that would
gets
never
to experience the certain heartbreaking stuff that I experienced when I first played it.
Bro,
in like 20, I believe it was like 2015, 2016. Whenever I got the PS4, experienced Last of Us.
I thought it was like, I think it's gonna be really good, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to get into it. Now, here's the curse. Here's the curse. If this gets really popular, there's only 2 games out.
That's what I was about to say.
So, are we going to get Last of Us spin-off? Because then it's like, no, stop. Are they going to do a Last of Us like prequel where they go over what happened, how the virus got made, and stuff like that? Because if this is successful, look at Game of Thrones. Sorry, a spin-off.
Yeah,
look at The Walking Dead.
So many years.
Look at The Walking Dead. Part 3 of the season 10, the final season. There's like 3 parts, and then it's like it's over, except for these 2 additional spin-off shows that are simultaneously being
once
aired
again,
right now.
Those took so long to come out after so much hype around the shows. Yeah. Like Game of Thrones, they had whole series had to end before they got their spin-off.
You also have to think HBO, now owned by Discovery, is in a very tough situation right now. They are financially being like, we need an IP, we need something out there because we're getting rid of stuff. We barely have enough money to run anything. So if they see this as a gold mine, or that Velma's a gold mine, they're gonna be like, more of that. I don't care, more.
They're gonna see this as a gold mine. I'm more curious on how they would create part 2.
I think they'll make it even more controversial, if I'm being honest.
You know what'd be controversial?
What's that?
They do Abby's part first.
But that would kind of make sense within the narrative. I feel like having Abby's part first actually benefit. Like, that's... getting into semantics with part 2. I hate how the order that it's told in the pacing. It's absolute garbage. I feel like if we started with Abby's story and worked our way up to a certain point,
then there's Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yes.
Where you think you're playing as Snake and then you're actually playing as Raiden the rest of the game.
Yeah, I would be fine with that. Honestly.
That would have been better.
I would have praised it. I would have been like, 10 on 10.
You think you're playing as Ellie and then you're actually
playing
Abby.
As Abby. You get frustrated at first in the game, but like in a TV show, you're like, all right, I'm willing to see where this is going. Whereas the game, you're like,
kind of what Chainsaw Man's doing too.
Yes, that's exactly it. Actually, Chainsaw Man is kind of pacing like Vinland Saga right now, low key.
Yeah, dude, it's so slow, man.
I like it.
Let's go on a date.
Don't shut the
You don't know. No one knows what I'm talking about. I don't understand.
Listen, we got a lot of new Chainsaw Man fans, just like we have a lot of new One Piece fans nowadays.
And now we're getting a lot of new Last of Us fans.
And I don't want to, I don't want to ruin it for them.
Yeah, I got you.
The poor babies.
No, they're big babies. No, they're big babies.
Listen, viewer. I'm glad you're getting into the things you're getting into. Good job. I'm not gatekeeping.
I am.
Literally experience more. Shut the
fuck. Overall, watch it. I think you guys should give it a try. We'll see how it goes.
The best way to experience is the video game, but also watch it because it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
If you don't feel like buying the $70 remaster then yeah, no, I would say watch
Honestly,
it.
at this point, I don't think it's a bad deal if you haven't played the game.
I would say by the
If you have the
PS4
PS5
remaster, that is $20.
If you have the PS5 though, and you've never bought a Last of Us
if you've never
product,
played a Last of Us ever,
buy the
because
the
it's
remake.
legitimately the best way to play the game.
It looks good,
But
like,
if you've already played it, I would say wait for the remaster to go on sale.
It'll never go on sale.
And it will never go on sale, so you'll never play it. I really want to play it too, the remastered version, but I'm not gonna pay $70 for a graphical upgrade. Nope.
Yeah.
I myself don't even care about graphics that much. I'm still playing Final Fantasy VI like 5 times a year. So
yes, you are.
Or 9. Sorry, 9. Although 6 is great too. Anyways, semantics. All right, Last of Us, really good. If you haven't experienced this story before, play the game or watch the show.
And YouTube, up yours for ruining the stream.
Really
hardcore.
Yeah.
So why don't we end it off the stream with just a quick little
disagreement
that we have. Me and JJ have seen both of these shows, which I'm going to filter between the two of them.
I wouldn't risk it, honestly.
Yeah. Here's the menu. We both watched it. I actually watched it at work because I was bored. And then Glass Onion I watched Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And
how do we want to start this?
And JJ said he liked it. JJ said that he liked
the menu more than Glass Onion
Glass Onion.
By 1,000,000,000%.
I don't know why he said that. I'm gonna be honest.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it, man.
And it's all subjective, of course.
Subjectively wrong.
All right.
I'm kidding.
We're painting it out like I hate Glass
Onion.
Oh
wow! Look, IMDb already agrees with you by a point.
Exactly. Therefore, I'm right. You're wrong. Leader, neener. God, my point. I like Glass Onion. I think it's a really good movie, and I'm glad that Glass Onion is a franchise because it's a franchise where it's a murder mystery, and we can have that and the MCU at the same time, if you know what I mean. Like, we could finally have mystery movies and just disguise them under the guys Knives Out, and they can be successful and stuff like that. Because right now everything's cluttered with MCU. The only way to get like any other genre is to make a franchise out of it, and that's what Knives Out is doing. So fine, good, do your thing. It's directed very well. The writing at points is cringe. It's a little fucking cringe. And what I think I think the menu does better than Knives Out is the social commentary. The social commentary in Glass Onion is something out of a college kid's script. It's so obvious when it's making fun of. It's juvenile at points. I mean, we could all agree, Elon Musk bad. We got it.
Yeah.
Whereas the menu is a much more subtler approach to it. It's more criticizing how people consume not only just food, because it definitely criticizes that aspect, but also how people criticize things in general. Like you have in the movie, there's, I believe there are a couple or maybe just coworkers. The older lady who's a food critic and has
it's like they're workers, they're coworkers.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like one says, "Oh wow, this is great," and the other one piggybacks off that immediately. You see that all the time, whether it's YouTube reviews or anything else. Sorry.
Us.
Oh, I thought you said moving close.
No. I'm saying us.
Us, yes.
It's literally what we do.
Yes.
We're piggybacking off each other.
Except you're so wrong with your complaints with Last of Us 2. That's the only thing.
Dude, we're gonna.
I know we're gonna
about that.
I might have a positive review, honestly. Anyways, and it just does that social commentary much more mature and subtle way. Whereas Glass Onion be like, look at all these idiots. They're all like literally all the celebrities. Look at how dumb and stupid. It makes them so unbelievable. Whereas the menu, those characters you believe and you've met and you've seen actually exist. Whereas like Ryan Johnson's is like everything has to be heightened up. Everything has to be more. And the mystery part of it is like it pulls that like, oh, all of a sudden there's a another character that you didn't expect that we never foreshadowed at all. And it's like your whole the whole crux of a mystery movie is that generally this includes Clue and everything else as well. Is that you should have everything laid out where you could at the very beginning predict something, but the clue is to have that right in front of someone's face, but then slip it right under the rug, which they did with Edward Norton's character and what he did. But
I said we couldn't do spoilers for this.
Yeah. Okay. Spoilers for The Menu and Glass Onion. So, and I looked back at it. I even rewinded on Netflix. It did in fact show that Edward Norton like did that drink thing.
Yeah.
How he perceived it, and then it was edited later on.
It was edited for that scene.
Yeah, but like it was right there in front of you the entire time. I really appreciate that kind of filmmaking because it's very subtle. Because you're like, oh, you see that, and it doesn't mean anything to you now, but then when
you don't even see it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even like. It's literally a shot.
No, I didn't either. That's why I rewinded it. I'm like, that's bullshit. And it's like, oh, it's right in front of you. Like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, it's just, I just don't like the comedy of it. I'm not a big fan of Rian Johnson comedy. Like Last Jedi, I like that movie. The comedy is not the fucking strong suit of that. The original Knives Out was a little bit more subtler than this one, and that's why I think I like the first Knives Out better.
I think I agree with the fact that if we're going to compare apples to apples with Glass Onion compared to Knives Out, I think they both follow a very similar formula where it's like, here's the mystery that we see.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be the family. You know, they killed the father. Or in this one, it very much seems like somebody's trying to kill Edward Norton's character.
Yeah.
But then the twist comes in where
that no one was.
that it's in Glass Onion, nobody's the killer.
And Edward Norton is in fact the killer.
Yeah. The twist is that
oh, she did a stellar job.
Andy.
She was my favorite performance.
Andy is not actually Andy. It's her twin sister. That's the twist. And with Knives Out, the twist is that, what's her name? Martha is the one who killed.
But not on purpose. By accident. Because her drugs got swapped out.
Yeah, who killed the
Chris Evans.
But then that's the second twist, which is similar to this, which is there's a second twist.
Yeah.
That it's not someone's going after Edward Norton's life. Edward Norton is just killing people.
And I feel like the first Knives Out did the oh look at these dumbass rich people better than Glass Onion. Glass Onion makes it like almost a parody of the first Knives Out.
Yeah, I also don't. I think one of my biggest criticisms of Glass Onion is that I don't like LeBlanc being the main character.
Yeah, and he's very much like, I'm doing a character here, and it's entertaining to watch, but it kind of takes me out of it when there's more serious moments. It's like, well, to say, and it's like, all right, are Doug Dimmadome hands on the Denzel Dimmadome?
I don't know. I actually think it works in some scenes.
I think
it works really well. I don't agree with that. I think Daniel Craig does a good job.
I like how he like rejects the advances of the canceled celebrity girl all the time.
Oh,
because his character his character is gay.
I'm good.
It's just like bitch.
Yeah, literally. And I like that. I like that Marta was the main character of Knives Out. And that she's playing a cat and mouse game with LeBlanc, who, when you rewatch the movie again, I've watched that movie so many times.
Yeah.
And I finally recognized that LeBlanc knew the minute he saw her. Yeah. Like he knew that she was lying about everything, but he believed in her. He believed that she's a good person. So she trusted him.
Now talking through comparison between Knives Out and Glass Onion. Do you still think Glass Onion is as good as you think it is?
Yeah, I do. I still think so. I still think so.
I don't know.
I don't know. I understand why you're making the comparison between Glass Onion and The Menu.
Yeah.
It's commentary. However, I don't think both movies are truly one-to-one. I think they're catering towards two different audiences.
I just prefer The Menu more.
I think The Menu is a good movie, and I very much liked it. And it's a nice short movie. Oh my god, more of those, bro.
Yeah,
honestly. Hour 47 minutes, bro. I was so happy.
Doesn't even reach the 2-hour mark. Ant-Man and Quantum Asylum, whatever it's called, is probably like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I think The Menu does I think in a similar way. characters.
It's much more
the
subtle,
main,
which I appreciate,
yes,
and it
their
takes itself
subtlety.
very seriously. But that's like all the characters in Glass Onion, like are just hyperbolic and stuff. Whereas like everyone plays it straight here, and that's what's funny. Like the movie's actually very funny. It's like a black comedy.
No,
it's
I think
very
the movie,
hilarious.
I think the movie is much like is a lot like once you recognize that it's actually a comedy.
Yeah,
it is a much better movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's not scary.
No,
it's just more like what the fuck is going on,
mm-hmm.
and then when like some characters are like that one scene where the woman who's with the actor is and like Ralph finds his character's like, where'd you go to school? Oh, I went to Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have loans?
Yeah. No.
Well, then
I'm sorry, you're dying. Yeah.
And it's just like, it's like, oh my gosh, like that's funny.
Yeah.
That's a funny scene because she doesn't react like, oh, like what do you mean? She's like, they'll just kind of accept that they're gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah. Toward the end, especially.
Except for Anya Taylor-Joy's character, she's like, because even like Ralph Fiennes' character's like, why are you here?
Yeah. Because
like,
it wasn't part of his plan.
Yeah. Because Nicholas Hoult was supposed to bring his wife or his girlfriend at the time, and he's like, "Oh, we broke up."
Yep.
And he fucking hangs himself.
Yeah. And he, oh my god, the way he plays it is so accurate.
Oh,
like
he was one of my favorite.
That's
laughing moments.
What was that?
Is when he's like eating food, and Ralph Fiennes clearly already said to everybody that he's gonna kill them all.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Do I taste a little bit of ganache in there?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yes, there's fucking ganache in
there."
Fucking
oh, and my favorite too is like, here's the chef uniform. Cook something for us. And it plays to that predicate of people criticizing things but don't necessarily know what it's like to actually create something.
See, I feel like I felt like with his character though, he seems more of just somebody who really loves food.
It's what I fear I look like. He's what I fear I look like when I'm explaining
like
something
or
being contradicting.
Yeah.
Because I've never made a movie before. I've never, written a script and have it be approved by Hollywood. So I really don't, in the grand scheme of things, don't know what I'm talking about. I'm only talking about my personal preferences
and like
stuff at the
if
end
you
of
and
the day.
me were to ever say let's make like a feature movie,
like if I were to pitch
we
something,
wouldn't know where to go.
If I were to pitch one of the scripts I have to Tarantino, bet you 100% he laughs in my face and is like, "This is the shittiest thing. What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, this is the worst thing I've ever.
And then I kill myself.
And then you hang yourself.
Yeah.
Just like he did, because like he literally says to Nicholas Holt's character, Ralph Fiennes, he's like, "Now hang yourself."
Yeah. Fucking
like
kill yourself.
Like, gotcha, dog.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
It's I'm not saying I don't like the menu. I really do. I just don't think I can compare it to Glass Onion like you did. That's why I was so like taken aback when you said it.
I'm only really comparing it because it's a large group of people trying to figure out how to get out of a certain situation. And while one is more focused on a mystery, one is more focused on a thriller satire, I believe there are similarities to draw between how you can do certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like one plays it completely straight and it's dark and that's what makes it funny. And one is so focused on being like, "Oh, look at all these crazy people doing these crazy things. Look, Drax has a gun and he's going to shoot it in the air."
That was funny.
His character was funny though. I like that he still lives with his mom and stuff like that. That was good.
It's like, "Mom, shut up."
Yeah.
And then
but again, I don't want it to be like, I like them. It's just a margin. I like the menu a little bit more than I do Glass Onion. So in the end, I both really like these movies. I just prefer one over the other.
Yeah, I get it.
Now, Avatar: Way of Water.
Dude, I'm never watching that.
It was good.
I'll never watch it.
I liked it.
Well,
you'll see Ant-Man.
Oh, absolutely.
Earpiece.
Absolutely.
Well, whatever. It's the ninth highest grossing film, so Avatar agenda.
Whatever, man. All right. Well, everyone, thank you all for watching the streams, because it was two.
Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, thanks, YouTube. We'll try to veer away from copyright shit, I guess.
Just still images. That's the only way we can.
Yeah, I guess so. Just IMDb pages. No. So thank you guys all for watching. You can check us out in the description down below at both our channels, and of course the Black Hudson channel as well. And we will see you guys in the next stream or next regular video.
Bye.
Deuces.